Welcome. Welcome to Wednesday night Monster Game. We are happy to have you. My name's Dan. It is 8:16. We are looking to go ahead and get started here in about 15 minutes. Welcome, hang out, make yourselves comfortable, grab yourselves a drink or something, and we'll look to get started right around 8:30. Good and you? Welcome. Got a good set for you tonight. Feeling good about it. I don't think there's any auditing for spelling mistakes. I don't know if there's any spelling mistakes. Whoa. That was weird. Gotta add the Letterkenny. Gotta. There's a Letterkenny GIF in the 4th round to greet you and tell you were outstanding. But yeah, you're right. Gotta somehow work a Letterkenny question in here. Or a Letterkenny theme trivia. That would be good. I've been thinking about questions for Letterkenny theme trivia, Melissa. I think it would be fun to do like what were the TV shows that they spoofed for their uncle's inheritance. That would be a good one, like The Bachelor. That was like the funniest. That was hysterical. What a great show. Welcome everyone. Hambone's is back in person at Roots Burger Bar tonight and at Mo and Johnny's on the north side of Indianapolis tonight. There is both a virtual presence and an in-person presence for Hambone's tonight, covering the globe. Yeah, that was hilarious. And when they do the like basically Bonnie McMurray introduces them all and she's like, our next contestants are absolute riot. What's with the facial hair? Nick, I'll call you right now. I'll tell you about it in person. This is because I'm going to go clean shaven tomorrow. So I figured if my dad's playing tonight, I'd piss him off as bad as I could. One last opportunity, Call you up, Nick. Get you on the phone. Nick, what's going on? Sure, no problem. Yeah, either way. Yeah, if Sean wants to, he's more than happy to. I think we can do it pretty. You know, I mean, I can do the grading too, and then I can just call Sean if I need him. You sure? Okay. Scott, thank you. So Scott, I do this every year for the 500. I do this nice handlebar mustache. So I grow it out for a little while, and then we just go just to the deep depths of whatever this is. So yeah, I figured before we take it all off tomorrow, I might as well have some fun with it. Got some weird looks at work today, but got to keep people guessing. Yeah, about what? The weird looks at work today? I think it looks cool. Like, don't I look like? Come on, it looks pretty sweet. Like, what if I was just jacked? I was like, ugh. Wouldn't it be like kind of intimidating looking? Be honest, Nick. Intimidating. Not getting any intimidating feedback from Nick here. I'm just kidding around. Shaved your head during quarantine. Scott, you look amazing. Like just bald with this thing. Like ride hard, brother. Eastbound and down. Ricardo, welcome back. Great to see you. All right, welcome to Bald is not a good look. I don't know, Scott. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can work it. I believe in you. It's all about. I mean, it's just a state of mind. It's all about the confidence, you know. I'm sure. I'm sure the handlebar mustache, Alexi Lawless haircut that I've got going on probably is not a great combo either. That was a deep cut for those of you who were into U.S. men's soccer back in the day. Maybe we'll make it. Maybe I'll write an Alexi Lawless question for next week. John Ricardo, eastbound and down in the house. It is 8:24. We'll look to get started just after 8:30 here tonight. Welcome back. Got the clock back here. I don't see Stacy in the house yet, so Stacy will need you as our clock monitor. Greg, it's not. What is this called then? Oh, is the handlebar when it comes out? Oh boy. I've been calling it that for so long. Stacy's here, thank goodness. Where the heck is the? Oh, it's the Fu Manchu. Oh, thank you, Stacy. So the handlebar must be when you do what? Oh, when you come all the way off. But that's like borderline Salvador Dali, though, don't you think? Maybe this will be a picture round. Maybe this will be a picture round. Later will be like name the type of facial hair. And obviously, I will not have done very well on that picture round. The handlebar goes down to the neck. There you go. There's some classic one. I don't know what it's actually called, but I call it the Martin Van Buren. That's the one where you come down and then go up into the Fu Manchu. Did that one year for the Indy 500. That was a bad look. Not a good look. And then I got really sunburnt. So like this part was just like bright pink right here. And the rest of my face, it looked horrible. Really, really not my best work. All right, welcome. We're happy to have you. I have been taught a great lesson about the name of my type of facial hair that I should shave off right now. Anyways, we can go back to the flat bar mustache that we had at the beginning of quarantine here. Welcome. First day after shaving my head, I wore a hat outside. Had a half circle of sunburn on the back of my head. Ouch. Thank you, Greg, for looking out for me. Appreciate that. We have a great set for you tonight. I am so excited. Picture round should be fun. Other rounds should be great. When are you convincing Matthew Simpsons trivia? Amar, we gotta. But the Simpsons, that's just such a broad. There's so many seasons. Like, how would you even write trivia that people are going to get over the course of like 3 decades? Oh, there you go. That I'll make a note. No true fans care about the stuff since then. There you go. Sounds like Amar's coming to win. Amar is playing to win the Simpsons trivia. So welcome, everyone. Hi, Thomas. Great to have you back. It is 8:27. We'll get started here at about 8:31 for the Hambone's Wednesday night monster game. We are so happy that you decided to join us. It is a stunning night here in the trivia capital of the free world, Indianapolis, Indiana. Fresh sidewalks, great sun, great grass out there. All right. We are wrapping up the final questions of the night here. As I mentioned before, for those of you who weren't on, Hambone's has returned in person to 2 places tonight. We are live in person, but socially distanced, and people are answering on their phones in a separate game, not this one. Individual at the site that is at Mo and Johnny's on the north side of Indianapolis, and at Roots Burger Bar in Muncie. Hambone's is back in person, which means if you're a regular at some of the in-person games, we'll hopefully see you soon. Stacy, what is his name? Jared, Nick, who's hosting? It's a friend of the program named Jordan. Jordan's been sitting in on the phone the last couple of nights, learning the ropes. So we're still grading using the sheet, entering answers using a set of forms that are specifically for the in-person games. It's going to be a great one. I have never been to Roots Burger Bar, but I've heard it's great. All right, welcome everyone. It is 8:29. We'll get started here in about 2 minutes at 8:31 for the Hambone's Wednesday Night Monster Game. While I've got you, there are 2 theme games coming up this week. We have one tomorrow night, so there's still a Monster Game tomorrow night. I'll be hosting the Monster Game, and Matt will be hosting the Vanderpump Rules theme trivia tomorrow. That is at 8:30. That was rescheduled from last weekend. That'll be tomorrow at 8:30. Same time as the Monster Game. We'll be back here for the Monster Game tomorrow. On June 20th, that's Saturday at 6:30, we have Seinfeld virtual theme trivia. A lot of people have been asking for Seinfeld. Lots of requests for Seinfeld, but that'll be happening Saturday at 6:30. Uh-oh, Girl Power and Boy of the Week is back. Here we go. Jordan Young, good to see you as well. Welcome. It is 8:30. We'll wait just a minute for the stragglers to get in here before we get started. Wednesday games are always competitive. We're looking forward to another good one tonight. Welcome. I don't know much about Seinfeld, but every single episode I've watched, I've just like laughed completely from start to finish. What a great show. But all right, it is 8:31 on Wednesday night. That means it is time for the Wednesday night monster game. Welcome to Hambone's Trivia. My name is Dan. I will be your host tonight. Got the Hambone's team on the phone tonight. That is Nick Meehan. Matt and Jordan are hosting in person tonight. We're excited to be back at Roots Burger Bar in Muncie, and Mo and Johnny's on the north side of Indy. But I will be your host virtually on Hambone's Stuck at Home tonight. We have 4 great rounds of trivia for you tonight. If you haven't played with us before, you can find the links to the answer sheet to answer along to the questions as I ask them in the description of this video. 4 rounds of trivia. Every round is a little bit different, and you're going to gain points throughout the night. The team with the most points at the end of the night wins. Pretty straightforward. Only one rule: do not cheat. Do not use Google. Do not use your pocket reference guide. Don't use your bedside tables, books, bedside table books to cheat. Just keep it fair. Play it straight. Cheaters are the worst, so don't be a cheater. Round 1 works like this. Here in round 1, there are 6 questions. Each of these 6 questions is worth 5 points for a correct answer. I will give you those 6 questions, but here's the password to get into round 1. That password is George. That password is George. George is the password for round 1. Let's go. Here we go. It is the Hambone's Wednesday Night Monster Game. Round 1, question 1. I'm going to give you 3 things that all happen in the same year. You have to get within 1 year. High School Musical 1, the original High School Musical, airs. Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood is released. And the Texas Longhorns win the BCS National Championship. So when the game was, not the season, like the game is obviously in January of the year, and then the calendar year in which the game was played. So all within 1 year. High School Musical 1 airs. Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood is released, and the Texas Longhorns win the BCS National Championship. You have to do within 1 year. Question 2. Many states have official state fruits. This is, speaking of great data sets, you got to look up the state cuisine data set. Absolutely fascinating. But many states, not all of them, have state fruits. Indiana, notably, does not have a state fruit. What is the most common state fruit? I want you to give me the most common state fruit. Round 1, question 3. There is only one U.S. state that is the namesake for an element. Pardon me. There is a U.S. state that is the namesake for an element, and it contains a city that is the namesake for another element. So there are a few states that are namesakes for element. There's only one that is the namesake for an element and contains a city that is also the namesake for an element. There is a university that found this element, that discovered this element that shares the city's name. So state, city, the city is within the state, 2 elements named after the state and city. Confusing, read the question. I did a better job writing it than I did reading it. Round 1, question 4. What 1986 movie's tagline read, quote, "One man's struggle to take it easy"? I want you to name the movie. What 1986 movie's tagline read, "One man's struggle to take it easy"? Name the movie. Question 5. The relentless pursuit of perfection is the slogan of what company? The relentless pursuit of perfection is the slogan for what company? And question 6, the final question of round 1. There is only one movie to be nominated for the Academy Award for Best Picture with the word hello in the title. I want you to give me the title of that movie. Obviously, it has hello in it. There's only one movie to be nominated for the Academy Award for Best Picture with the word hello in the title. What is that movie? All right. That is round 1. You have 6 minutes. Good luck. Let me know in the chat over here if you have any questions, comments, compliments on my facial hair. I want the state, Nick. See, Nick is using the chat to clarify questions, get solutions to his problems. Let us know in the chat if you also have any concerns. Nick, I'm glad you like it. I've tried to get creative with the picture rounds the last few weeks, so looking forward to it. Nick, did you get all of them? All right, you have just under 2 minutes left in round one. So far, you're eating round one alive. Thomas, that was very nice of you. I can see why you're tired from doing all that work. All right, you have 1 minute left. 1 minute left in round one. Just obliterating round one. Good work. Ooh, 15 seconds. 15 seconds. All right, pitter patter, get those answers in. Here we go. Got to get those answers in. Your time is up. Get them in, get them in, get them in. Get them in. All right, here are your answers to round one. Round one, question one, High School Musical 1 airs before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood is released, and the Texas Longhorns win the BCS National Championship. You had to be within 1 year of 2006. 2006. Question two, many states have official state fruits. What is the most common state fruit? That is the apple. That is the apple, followed closely by the peach. Question three, there is one U.S. state that is the namesake for an element and contains a city that is the namesake for another element. That city is home to UC Berkeley. That state that I was looking for is California. California. There are elements named after other states, but none that also contain a city that's namesake for an element. Question four, what 1986 movie's tagline read, "One man's struggle to take it easy"? Apparently, a lot of people have seen that and heard that tagline because that is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Just obliterated that question. Obliterated. Question five, the relentless pursuit of perfection is not, unfortunately, the slogan, although it is a common phrase of Hambone's. It is the official slogan of Lexus. The official slogan of Lexus. Question six, there is only one movie to be nominated for the Academy Award for Best Picture with "Hello" in the title. I gave you 50% of this answer because that title is Hello, Dolly. Hello, Dolly. Hello, Dolly. Wow, absolutely stellar first round for the group here. Now it is time for round two. Round two is the picture round. Here in round two, every picture you identify correctly is worth 3 points. The theme for this round is name that agency or organization. The password is theme. The password is theme. Name that agency or organization whose logo I have given you. Name the agency or organization whose logo I have given you here in the picture round. You have 7 minutes. Good luck. I know. I was excited to put that one in there, Nick. Did you look at it? How many would you have gotten? Nice. There were some doozies. Allie, abbreviation will work just fine. Happy summer, Thomas. Glad you liked it, Stacy. All right, you have just under 2 minutes left in the picture round. Sometimes for the theme rounds, we decorate all the theme rounds with like gifts that are relevant to the theme. So like Friends had a bunch of Friends like gifts inside of it, like all the good job and don't cheat. And some of them are very hard because you're like, I know nothing about the subject. Like the Real Housewives one, I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But the Seinfeld one, every single gift that I looked up was just absolutely hysterical. What a great show. Saturday, 6:30. Be there or be square. All right. You have 1 minute left in the picture round. Stacy, did you make it out on Lake Norman yet? The people want to know. The people have been asking. Great to hear. What an awesome place. Beautiful. All right. Less than 30 seconds left in the picture round. Got to get those answers in. We have less than half of the teams cutting it close to the wire. Oh, beach was closed. Bummer. Bummer. All right, that is your time. Pitter patter. Get those answers in. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I'm so pumped up. This is such a fun round. All right, here we go. Here are your answers to the picture round. Round 2, question 1. All right, we got them all in. Here we go. Round 2, question 1. That easiest one, literally 100% of teams got NASA. NASA. Number 2, that is the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA. Number 3, that is the arrowhead with the buffalo of the National Park Service. National Park Service. Number 4, that's a little harder. If our friend Xavier was here, he better have gotten that one because that is NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration that administers the National Weather Service. That is NOAA, N-O-A-A, NOAA. Number 5, if you have watched Narcos, hopefully you got this because that is La DEA, the DEA. The DEA, that was pretty close to the hardest one of the round. Number 6, that is the sponsor of the best cycling team of the early 2000s. That is the United States Postal Service, the USPS. USPS. Number 7, I gave you a little hint with the bottoms of each one of those letters there. The science for a changing world. The changing world is because of tectonic plates, because that is the United States Geological Survey, the USGS. USGS. Number 8, hopefully you're not too familiar with that one, but at least once a year you see it. That is the IRS. The IRS. Number 9, definitely the hardest one of the round. Hardest one of the round. That is the DOT, the Department of Transportation. The Department of Transportation, the DOT. And question 10. Number 10, that is the insignia of the Space Force. The Space Force is number 10, the insignia of the Space Force. All right, great work on round 2, the picture round. Let's see here. Hardest one of the round was DOT. The easiest was USPS and NASA. Let's make sure we don't have a pitchforks out here in the chat. The average for that round, thank you for asking, the average was 74%. The average was a C. The average was a C. Dan Barnett, I'll let you hash that out in the chat about taxation and theft. All right, it is now time for round 3. Round 3 is the best round of the night, and here's why. Round 3 is the money round. You're going to win this thing. You're going to do it right here in round 3, and here is why. If I ask you, I'm going to ask you 4 questions. Each one of these questions has more than one correct answer. If you get each correct answer, it is worth 5 points. So if I ask you, what are the 3 colors on the stoplight? You say red, yellow, and green. That is good for 15 points. You say red, yellow, and blue. Blue is not correct. That means it's only good for 10 points. So your password to the money round is live. Password is live because Hambones is back live online in 2 places in person tonight. Here we go. Round 3, money round, question 1. On the list of the top 10 American Idol contestants by album sales, there are 3 artists who were not winners of American Idol. So on the top 10, 7 were winners, 3 were not winners. I want you to give me those 3 artists that were not winners. 3 artists that were not winners. Round 3, question 2. This is a doozy. This is a doozy. Bear with me. I can feel already that I'm going to get some feedback on this. I'm looking for you to name 4 U.S. presidents. 4 U.S. presidents. So just get that out of the way. U.S. presidential inaugurations have changed in the way they're communicated since the first go around in the 1700s with George Washington. It was probably like a dude on the corner with a bell, like, extra, extra. Since then, there have been a couple of significant communication milestones for inaugurations. I want you to give me the president whose inauguration was the first to be photographed, the president whose inauguration was the first to be televised, whose inauguration was the first to be televised in color, and whose inauguration was the first to be broadcast live on the internet. So I'm looking for 4 presidents. First inauguration to be photographed, first inauguration to be televised, first inauguration to be televised in color, and the first inauguration to be broadcast live on the internet? Question three. Question three is another thinker. Bear with me here. I am looking for three states, three U.S. states. These are the geographic centers of the following NCAA men's basketball conferences: Big Ten, Big East, and SEC. So if I were to map all of the Big Ten schools, the geographic center would fall over a certain state. So I want you to give me the state for Big Ten, the state for Big East, and the state for SEC that is the geographic center of that conference. Let me know in the chat if you need any clarification on that one. Question four, we're back to Barbie careers. I warned you we would be back to Barbie careers. Let's see if you studied up. Barbie has been a flight attendant in two different releases as her career. One of them was for an airline that folded in 1991, and the second was for an airline now headquartered at DFW. I want you to give me those two airlines. Which two airlines has Barbie been a flight attendant for? She's been a pilot for a whole bunch, which is awesome. She's only been a flight attendant for two. One of them folded in 1991, and another is for an airline now headquartered at DFW. Name those two airlines. You have 10 minutes in the money round. Good luck. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Amazing. That is awesome. It does look okay. It looks great. Are we gonna need to change it? Because otherwise you could like get to it in the middle of the game. Or we could button calculate it. Oh. Adam and Connor, the state does not have to have a school represented in the conference. And it is the geographic center, literally by geography, not the conference headquarters. So for question three, not conf headquarters. Mm-hmm. That's fine. We'll just, it doesn't have to be in the right order. No, it is the geographic. It's the geographic center. Yes, from the schools. Yeah. If you map the schools, it's the geographic center. Hmm. That could be a problem. I don't use StreamYard. I don't know, Scott. I don't know why I don't use StreamYard. Scott, you got to set me up on StreamYard. I say T. It's you, Guru. The state does not need to have a school from the conference. Dan, good to hear. Dan, I'll tell you what, you have a 2% chance of getting each one of those answers correctly. So 6% chance of collecting any points on that question. And a 0.0008% chance of getting all of them if you just guess. Sounds good, Scott. Let's do it. All right, you have just under 2 minutes left in the money round. All right, you have 30 seconds left in the money round. Oh boy, 20 teams in with 30 seconds left. Here we go. I can't wait to talk about these questions. I was so excited writing each one of these. Thomas, I do. I like to stay hydrated. All right, get them in, get them in, get them in. Pitter patter, get those answers in faster. Time is up for the money round. Time's up. Time is up. All right, we have Couple teams trickling in. You got to get them in, get them in, get them in. It is the money round. Here we go. All right. Question one, absolutely fascinating. The sales by American Idol artists. There are 3 of the top 10 highest sales American Idol contestants who are not winners. So Carrie Underwood was a winner. Kelly Clarkson was a winner. They don't count. They were winners. There were 3 that were not winners. Those 3 in order from least to most sales. Kelly Pickler, that was the hardest one by far. Clay Aiken and Chris Daughtry. Clay Aiken, Kelly Pickler, and Chris Daughtry. Question two, if you ever are looking for an interesting read, the United States presidential inauguration information is just fascinating. There are a bunch of these milestones of first inaugurations. For example, Thomas Jefferson was the first to have the entire address posted in a newspaper. The first to be photographed, which I asked for, hardest by far. This was James Buchanan. You have to be a presidential scholar to have gotten that one. The rest you could figure out. The first inauguration to be televised, that was Harry S. Truman. Harry Truman. The first inauguration to be televised in color was John F. Kennedy. And the first inauguration to be broadcast live on the internet, that is Bill Clinton. So Buchanan, Truman, Kennedy, and Clinton. Buchanan, Truman, Kennedy, and Clinton. Let's see how we did. Looks like Clinton was gettable. Kennedy, a lot of people got Kennedy. A lot of Trumans. A lot of people guessed Lincoln. A lot of people guessed Lincoln for the photograph. Not Lincoln, it was Buchanan. All right, here we go. Question 3. Give me the states whose geographic centers hold the Big Ten, Big East, and SEC. This I found when getting very, very angry at the fact that I couldn't go to the Big Ten conference tournament in 2018 because it was in New York City, which is not even close to the geographic center of the Big Ten. That's because the geographic center of the Big Ten is in Knox, Indiana. Northern Indiana is where the geographic center of the Big Ten lands. The Big East is located in Ohio, in Melmore, Ohio. Big East is Ohio. And SEC, the Big East, by the way, is dragged extremely far west into Ohio by Creighton. If it weren't for Creighton, that would probably be in Pennsylvania, for those of you who guessed Pennsylvania. And the SEC, the geographic center of the SEC is in Mississippi. All right. Great work on question 3. Question 4, Barbie has been a flight attendant in 2 releases, one for an airline that folded in 1991. That airline was Pan Am. And the second is currently headquartered in DFW, and that is American Airlines. Pan Am and American Airlines. Been a pilot for a whole bunch of airlines, but only flight attendant for 2. Those are Pan Am and American. Great work on the money round. It was a tough money round. I let you off easy in the first round and came back with a vengeance on question 2 in the money round. Looks like a lot of Ohio's, a lot of Indiana's. Mississippi was the tough one on question 3. All right, great work on the money round. Now it is time for the final round. Also, Craig, Al Gore invented the internet. That's a hot take. All right, so round 4 is the final round of the night. There are 3 questions in round 4. On each of these 3 questions, when you answer, you're going to wager 0 to 30 points. Only this time, if you get the question wrong, you lose your wager. So if you go all in, 30, 30, 30, get them all right, that's positive 90 points and a perfect final round. Go all in, 30, 30, 30, get them all wrong, that's negative 90 and a horrible final round. Our advice to you is wager with prudence. And the password to the final round is handlebar, which I should have changed to Fu Manchu. I'm so embarrassed. All right, the password is handlebar. The facial hair is Fu Manchu. Yeah, Kyle, we'll slide some Kohl's cash or like friends and family discounts your way if you win tonight. All right, cite your source for American Idol, please. Adam, we'll talk about this afterwards. All right, round 4 password is handlebar. There are 3 questions to round 4. Here is the first. What NBA team has the greatest difference in number of syllables between its home, like Indiana, that's actually four, it should say four, and its team name, Pacers. So if you have Indiana and Pacers, the difference there is two. 4 minus 2 is 2. What NBA team has the greatest difference between the number of syllables in its home and in its team name? I want you to give me the NBA team name. Question 2, when a U.S. president takes the oath of office, also known as their inauguration, the oath is administered by someone else. This is typically a Supreme Court justice. Only one U.S. president has ever been administered their oath of office by a woman. This woman was not on the Supreme Court of the U.S., but was a judge for the U.S. District Court in the Northern District of Texas. Name the U.S. president whose oath of office was administered by a woman. There's only ever been one. Name that U.S. president. And question 3, the final question of the night. On the list of the top 10 metropolitan areas with the greatest GDP, there are only 2 metro areas that do not also make the list of the top 10 metro areas by population. One of these is San Francisco. What is the other metro area? So I'm looking for a metro area. You just name the city that's the center hub of the metro area. On the list of the top 10 metropolitan areas by GDP, there are only 2 on that list that are not also on the top 10 metropolitan areas by population. One of them is San Francisco metro area. What is the other metro area? All right, those are your final questions of the night. You have 6 minutes. Good luck. Where? Oh, did you go? Oh, we blew it, right? This is in the U.S. Thank you for clarifying. Metro areas are in the U.S. Oh, shoot. I see your question about the home. I'm going to make sure that I answer it correctly. Hang on. It is the official home as listed by the NBA website. So when you go to the NBA website, it lists them all. So it would say Indiana Pacers. Here's another example. Atlanta Hawks. So it's the home as listed by the NBA. Hopefully it's you, Guru, that answered your question. Cool. Yeah, exactly. What year was, department store mainstay Kohl's Department Stores founded? That'd be like the theme game in which Matt and I gave away 2 answers in the passwords. Yes, Nick, it is U.S. cities only. What thing, Nick? Oh, you're good. Oh, I have not. Will, thank you for reminding me. Here's your scoreboard update going into the final round. In a 1-2-3 way tie for 14th with 89 points, it is Kyle and the Backseat Drivers, BSUAT, and the boys of 7104. In 13th place with 90 points is Nasty Reporters with Terrible Questions. In 12th place with 91 points is We Didn't Start the Virus. And a 1-2-3 way tie for 9th place with 92 points is Quiz in My Pants, Lone Daddy, and Happy Birthday, Marilyn. Happy birthday, Marilyn Cahalan. In 8th place with 96 points is Hank Scorpio. In 7th place with 97 points is the Nick Chubb Fan Club. In 6th place with 102 points is Slow Kids at Play. In 5th place with 104 points is Humps. In 4th place with 105 points is Girl Power and Boy of the Week. And in 3rd place, making the podium going into the final round with 107 points is Hot for Teacher. In 2nd place with 115 points is I'm Just Here So I Don't Get COVID. And in 1st place with 117 points is James Harry Cheats. A lot of accusations there. I'm going to add another one here. All right. That is your time. You got to get them in. That is your time. Time is up. I'll give you just a second because I was double checking. That is your time. Get them in. Get them in. Get them in. Get them in. Let's go. Get those answers in. All right. Time is up. Yes. That is literally the difference between the two. All right. Great job on the final round. Here are your answers to the final round. Before I do that, though, a couple of quick things. I want to thank the Hambones team, primarily Nick Meehan, who's in my ear right now, running the show behind the scenes. Also, want to talk about our upcoming theme games. Tomorrow at 8:30, not only do we have the Monster game, you can play that with me, but you also have Vanderpump Rules theme trivia at 8:30 with Matt. You can register for that using the link in the bio. On Saturday at 6:30, we have Seinfeld theme trivia, and that will round out our week. All right, now it is time for the answers to round four. Round four, question one, there were 2 acceptable responses for this. I didn't say that, but there were 2 with an equal number that were both acceptable responses. What is the NBA team with the greatest difference between the number of syllables in its home and the number of syllables in its team name? We accepted both the San Antonio Spurs, 5 minus 1 is 4, and the Oklahoma City 6 Thunder 2. 6 minus 2 equals 4. We counted the Thunder and we counted the Spurs. Question 2, when a U.S. president takes the oath of office, the oath is administered by someone else. The oath is administered by someone. Thank you for canceling the riot there, Mike. I appreciate that. I'm sorry, Stacey. All we're trying to do is just break up families here, just arguing about the number of syllables in Spurs, whether it's Spurs or Spurs. Yes, our apologies. Apologies on behalf of the Hambones team for almost causing rifts in families. All right. Question 2. When a U.S. president takes the oath of office, the oath is administered by someone else, typically a Supreme Court justice. Only one U.S. president has only been administered the oath of office by a woman. That was the U.S. District Court in the Northern District of Texas. That president was given the oath on Air Force One. That is Lyndon B. Johnson, LBJ. LBJ. A lot of people got it. And question 3. Question 3, what is the metro area that makes the list of the top 10 metro areas in the U.S. by GDP, but not the list of the top 10 by population? That metro area is the Boston metro area. Boston metro area is the correct answer to question 3. Here we go. Here's your scoreboard update to end the night after the final round in a two-way tie. For 14th with 122, it is Quiz in My Pants and Happy Birthday, Maryland. In 13th with 127 is the River Rats. In 12th with 132 is the Slow Kids at Play. In 11th with 141 is Crush. In 10th with I'm Just Here So I Don't Get COVID. With 145 is I'm Just Here So I Don't Get COVID. In 9th with 147 is James Harry Cheats. In 8th with 152 is Lone Daddy. In 7th with 161 is Second Placio. In 6th with 174 is Team Maymar. In 5th with 179 is BSUAT. In 4th with 186 is Hank Scorpio. In 3rd with 187 from the 330 is the Nick Chubb Fan Club. In 2nd with 194 points is Humps. And in 1st place with 197 points, give it up for your winners tonight in the Wednesday night monster game. That is Hot for Teacher. Hot for Teacher, congratulations on your win. Congrats, Hot for Teacher. Great game, everyone. Thank you so much for playing. Sorry for your team riots there on the syllables and the NBA teams. We'll have to ask some more questions about the syllables, cause a little bit more riots. Congrats, Hot for Teacher. Great night. Excellent night. On the bubble of the top 15. 16th was We Didn't Start the Virus. 17th, Nasty Reporters. Three-way tie for 18th was the Boys of 7104, Just Us 2, and Kyle on the backseat driver. That rounds out your top 20. Those are your bubble teams. But your champions tonight, Hot for Teacher with 197. Let's see what did it for our champions tonight. Boston. Getting Boston carried our champions to the top of the leaderboard. Congratulations. Congratulations. It was great having everyone. Thank you so much for playing. As always, like and subscribe. Register for the theme game, Seinfeld Vanderpump Rules. They'll be great. If you have concepts for picture rounds, like tonight's picture round, or questions for future games, including tomorrow night, feel free to chat us with what you want to be asked. Hey, Nick, the new scoreboard link doesn't work on mobile. Give us 1 second, Stacy. We'll get you something here. Nick, did you hear that? I can do it. Give me just 1 second. We'll get you the scoreboard update. Viewable on mobile. Scott, send me some questions. If you want to chat me some concepts for questions, you can do that in the chat right now. Katie D, give me 1 second. We'll get you an updated scoreboard in the chat. 1 sec. We'll get it for you. Hang on just a second. Sure, Scott. Turn it sideways. Got it. No worries, Scott. We can always host like this. Sources. Whoa, Adam. Give me 1 sec, Adam. We'll get back to you. Adam, what is your source for the American Idol question? Because if it's Forbes, it is outdated. All right. All right, it is 9:30. We are going to sign off here. It was great playing with you tonight. We'll see you tomorrow for the Thursday night Monster game. Team member, look something up. I trust you. Thanks, Adam. All right, we'll see you tomorrow for the Thursday night Monster game. Come back and see us. Who knows, maybe you'll get another Barbie career question. Not sure yet. All right, it has been a pleasure. My name is Dan. I've had Nick on the phone. We are Hambone's Trivia. We will see you tomorrow. Good night.